that whole thing. It's stuff.
And when they haven't released
Yeah.
that's okay.
You have to monitor them, tell them to stop touching each other.
So yeah, they found her in there and they were talking to me and they're still like all apologetic, and I'm just kind of giggling away and stuff. And I'm like, is anyone hurt? No, it's like, okay. You know, so she's on the first floor. It's not like anyone's going to be pushed out of a window or anything. And yeah, we'll move.
Yeah, I went to visit my mother.
Can you hear me? Yes? So welcome everybody to another beautiful day here at
So long story short,
You can't hear me?
now they're afraid to call the other phone.
Okay, should I speak up like this?
Yeah.
Better?
Better.
I'm going to get one
Yeah?
blocked.
Can everybody understand me? Also in the back? Hello? In the back? We are starting the show. So, welcome everybody. I'm very, very happy to have Danielle Riegel originally from the Netherlands, but now she's living in Lagos, back here on the stage. Last year we started actually with the first concerts here in the Songbird Amphitheater, and it was mostly jazz music. But then we thought, okay, let's make an experiment. And the last concert last year in October, with good weather, was a harp concert. Nobody really knew what a harp concert would be like. But we had, I would say, 60, 70 people here, and everybody was so excited and amazed after the show. I think, can you come here? I cannot speak up anymore. I think that was one of the best concerts we ever had last year. And I always try to make a selection for the next season. So this year we have 10 concerts, and it's not only jazz music. We have the harp music again, but we have also, I tell you already now, on the 21st of June, in 2 weeks, we have Summer Solstice, and then we have the very first Latin American salsa music show event on the Boathouse rooftop deck. We have already 50 reservations. We can go up to 100. For those of you who would like to join the first show on the Boathouse, send an email. But now back to Danielle. So I'm so happy that we have her again here in the show. And you will be amazed. For those of you who are not here in October, it's a beautiful opportunity. It's healing music, it's all kinds of music, and I think Danielle will tell you a little bit more what she's going to play. So warm welcome to Danielle.
Sun.
Oh, yeah.
We will have shade also here on the right hand side in half an hour. So you can all come a little bit closer then. You need the mic as well?
So welcome everybody. Lovely to see you here tonight on this warm June afternoon. And I'm very happy to be back here, and thank you so much for the invitation back, Ralph. It's a real pleasure every time to play here at this incredible location with this amazing view here and this lovely atmosphere. So I've tried to compose a completely new program again this time for you, especially for the ones who were there in October. And we're gonna travel through different times and countries and cultures. And I hope there's something interesting for everyone. And I also enjoy showing you the harp in its many voices and all the different possibilities that are actually possible with this instrument. So we start the first half with the French Impressionists. It's a period of time that I absolutely adore. It's the fin de siècle, around 1900. I love the architecture from that period, the Art Nouveau, the Jugendstil with all the round shapes and inspired by nature, the painters from that period like Monet and Renoir, and also, of course, to play on my instrument, the composers from that time like Debussy, Fauré, and Ravel. So the composers of this time weren't so much interested in harmony and structure. They were more interested in a kind of like painting with the notes, more in atmosphere, with lots of nuances of colors and textures, light and shadow. Yeah, so very subtle, more poetic worlds that they were creating with their music. The first piece I will play for you is by Maurice Ravel. It's called Pavane pour une enfant défunte. It means for a dead princess, but he didn't really write it for a dead princess. It was more the idea, like a nostalgic idea of a noble time in history, like watching a painting. And the second piece I will play for you is by Gabriel Fauré. It's called Sicilienne. It's just like the pavane, an old dance, but much lighter, more flowing, like water. So now we go to Claude Debussy. It's maybe my favorite harp composer or composer. And I'll play some pieces that are originally for piano or orchestra and one that is originally for the harp. And I'll start with Reverie, which means daydream. So it's a kind of very soft, gentle, dreamy-like piece as clouds passing by. And then I'll continue with the Prélude pour l'enfant prodige, which is from a fable from a parable from the Bible, the prodigy son, the lost son, who left home, lost everything, and then returned home, and his dad was waiting for him with open arms and welcomed him back home. So it's a piece with a lot of emotions of hope and longing, and then return to peace. And Debussy wrote it for the Prix de Rome, which is a very, very famous music prize in Paris, actually. And he won the prize at the age of 22, which already showcased his incredible talent. So we continue with what is probably Debussy's most well-known piece, Clair de Lune, which means moonlight. And it was inspired by a poem by Paul Verlaine, which was called Clair de Lune, Moonlight. And it's about, it describes people dancing under the moon. It's happy, but also a little bit sad. Again, these shades of light and shadow. And then we continue with the Danse Sacrée pour harp, for harp, actually. It actually consists of two pieces, Danse Sacrée and Danse Profane for harp. And they're written for harp and string orchestra. I played them many times with amazing orchestra, and it was always such a joy. It's maybe my favorite piece to play with orchestra. And it was originally written for a cross-string harp that was called a chromatic harp. So it had one row of strings that were like the white keys of the piano, and then another row of strings that was like the black keys of the piano, so the chromatic strings. That made it easier to play chromatics. Why? Because, for example, on this harp, every chromatic note, every half tone, I have to put the hook, the lever up or down. I can show you like this. It's a C, a Do, and then when I put the hook up, it's a C sharp. It's half a tone higher. So on this harp, it's not possible to play the Danse Profane, but luckily there's a beautiful arrangement that is made just for the harp. So I play a few orchestra notes as well for the Danse Sacrée. It's called Danse Sacrée because it's sacred. It sounds like, yes, it sounds very sacred and like a very slow paced, peaceful ritual in a church or something. have heard in that last piece, the Danse Sacrée, Debussy was influenced by Eastern music, especially by the gamelan from Java. And the next piece I am going to play for you is called Pour invoquer Pan. And Pan is the Greek of the wild, of the untamed, of the forest. He was half goat, half human. And it was said that he played the, how do you call it, the pan pipes. And it was said he played it to awaken the nature and the spirit of the wilderness. And this piece is called Pour invoquer Pan, so it's to music to call Pan closer by. And yeah, it's a little bit of a magical atmosphere. And I will close the French part for tonight with Eric Satie, who was a bit of an unconventional composer. He had a lot of humor and lightness and playfulness in his music. And this was a piece written for a cabaret singer. So she used to sing in halls and in cafes. And it's called Je te veux, I want you. But with a little, it's a romantic waltz. It's like a waltz, but with a little flirt from Paris from the 1900s. and Ireland. I'm going to play some traditional Celtic music for you, passed on by generations, by the people. And the first one I'm going to play for you is called Black is the Color of My True Love's Hair. It's thought to be an American Appalachian, how do you call it, song. Also sung by Nina Simone, for example, but it's originally much older and has its Celtic roots, and it's probably been taken with the immigrants to the United States, where it was adapted. And it's a simple love song, almost in a devotional way to the person with the lover with the black hair color. And then I will play a Celtic song by Lorena McKennitt. She's maybe the most well-known Celtic harp player and singer. And I was very surprised when I found out that she's actually Canadian, and she is in the army, and she what do you call this, straaljagers. She flies in these jets. Yeah, in these jets. Like, she's a really power woman. She writes these super ethereal Celtic songs on the harp. And this one is called Tango to Evora. And it was originally a tango written for a documentary that she made about witches, where the women, they were burned as witches. And she went with her videographer to filmmaker to the city of Evora to take some pictures. And she was so inspired, she thought it fitted the song so well that she called it Tango to Evora. And yeah, so it gives this tango feeling, but with a little bit of a mystery and an older feeling.
entering and trying to.
So now we go to Scotland, and it's called a Sense of Hosta. It's an island, an island in Scotland, and it's almost as if you can hear the sea in it, open space, the wind, the waves. And it's a modern Celtic tune written by A.B. Robinson, contemporary Celtic harpist, player and composer. And yeah, it gives me a bit of feeling as if you're standing at the open sea. Yeah, you hear all of these little ornaments that are so typical for this kind of music. we go to Ireland, I'm gonna play a traditional Irish jig for you. It's an Irish dance tune, and it's quite fast and bright and full of life. And it's called the Butterfly Jig, and you will hear the wings of the butterfly fluttering. How do you call that? Flutter. And after that, I will play a traditional Irish song called Danny Boy, which is maybe one of the most well-known Irish songs. And the lyrics speak of somebody leaving, and the person left at home doesn't know if they're coming back. So it's yeah, full of hope, but also some longing and sadness. And it's actually a much older song from an air called Londonderry Air. And the words were added only in 1910. It's a very touching song. And then I will play a very fast, funny song called Donald, Willie and His Dog. And if you listen closely, you can hear the dog running and barking again. So we end this first half with a beautiful Celtic tune again, a Welsh melody called Done. And it's kind of like a little bit like a lullaby. It gives me always a feeling of connection, of warmth, sitting at a fireplace together. some more contemporary music first, and then we'll end with some jazz and popular music. So hope to see you back then. Enjoy the break.
Just a few words. Thank you again, Danielle, for this wonderful music. It's always fascinating for me to hear the silence in between. This is totally different to jazz music. Just everybody just stay still for just 5 seconds. What do you hear?
Quacks.
There's wind, there are frogs, there are some birds. There's no dog barking, which is great. And this is when sometimes I'm sitting here and I really enjoy this peacefulness, the silence. It's absolutely amazing in this setting here, right in front of the nature reserve, the Fonte Benemola. And then in combination with this wonderful music by Danielle, this is just perfect. Thank you again, and then looking forward to see you for the second half. Just one more announcement. The toilets today are not in the casa, like some of you know that. It's in the boathouse. So please go to the stairway to heaven where you see the boathouse, and then pass the stairway to heaven on the left side and enter directly into the boathouse, and straight there's the toilet. Okay, and then we're gonna meet back here, I would say latest at 7, yeah, or shortly before 7, because this is also for socializing. That's the reason why you have name tags. It's not about the music, it's also to share the beauty of life and nature and artwork all together here in this beautiful setting. So enjoy and see you later.
Thank you.
Yes, I know. What are you odds, right?
Okay, let's continue. So I think now we are a little bit of a smaller group, and I would like to invite you to come much closer here into the amphitheater, because I think that the sound here is really much better than over there. It's a different world, kind of. So please, and there's also shade now, so there's no reason anymore to escape. So Danielle will come in a second. She's just changing her dress. I just want to say, for those of you who are new here, the story behind the Casa Bella Vista. I came here 4 years ago, and I transformed the casa, which you see behind you. And then I had some more meditative thinking in the shower here, and then we started to build up the adega first, and then on the adega, the boathouse, and then the rooftop deck. So that's going to be another venue in the future. And then also we will have probably in the adega and the wine cellar more music concerts next year when it's ready. And I'm really looking forward to that as well. Anybody who wants to join and keep updated for new concerts here and also artwork. The story is also not only building here these venues, but also to fill these venues with life. And now we start with music, but in the future I want to bring the beauty of nature, because I'm a nature scientist and I want to become a nature artist, and to combine the beauty of nature with the beauty with the beauty of artwork. And artwork is for me not only music, it's all kinds of human artwork: cooking, winemaking, painting, sculpturing. Everything can be done here in the future, and I'm very much looking forward to that. So enough words. We are looking forward to the second part with Danielle very much, and let's see how that goes. And we have now a wonderful ambience here with shade and tranquility, and let's have the resonance with beautiful sounds of harp music. Danielle.
You look so smooth.
welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a nice break and some nice conversations. This first piece was by Einaudi. We're going into a bit of contemporary music, which is called neoclassical or ambient music, or sometimes called minimalistic music, because of its repetitive. Thank you. Repetitive patterns, and it brings you a bit in this meditative state. I use it often for my meditative harp concerts and sound healings. So Einaudi is Ludovico Einaudi, the Italian composer, is obviously the most well known and also the most streamed classical music composer apparently. I will now play a few other ones. By the way, this piece that I played was called Primavera, and it means spring. And maybe you could hear that it started a little bit closed, a little bit melancholic, and then slowly it opened up, just as the flowers are opening up in spring. The next piece I will play is by Olafur Arnalds, and it's called Saman. And Olafur Arnalds is from Iceland, and Saman means together. And it's this warm, cozy feeling, this piece. And then I will play from Gibran Alcocer, ID number 10. He's a young Mexican composer, pianist, and he writes all these IDs that he calls IDs. So there are many, and I play ID number 10. And it's just like a little musical sketch. Distracted by how do you call it, a fly who was sitting exactly next to my eye. It's like, well, apparently he's enjoying the music or something, but it's like moving there in my eyesight. It's like, okay.
It's fun.
It's what?
It's fun.
It's fun, yes, maybe it was fun. Who knows, in the form of a fly. I will continue with an American composer called Dustin O'Halloran, and he's also a pianist, and he writes a bit intimate, introspective music, and this one is called Opus 23. By the way, a lot of these compositions are used also in movies, in series. I don't watch many of them, so I don't know them, but maybe you recognize the tunes from them. And for example, the next one, Max Richter, Written on the Sky. I know it's used for The Leftovers, and he's a British composer, and it's a bit of a soft, reflective piece, as if you're writing a secret on a paper and it's being taken by this crowd. So we will continue with the last two pieces of this little contemporary section. And the first piece is by an Australian composer, a female composer, which I really like. And her name is Sophie Hutchings, and she writes music that's a bit influenced by jazz, and it's mostly improvised. There was actually a piece I really liked, forgot the name, but I wrote her and asked, like, where's the sheet music? I really want to play this piece on the harp. I think it would suit very well. And she's like, oh, it doesn't exist, but I can send you a draft, and then you can, you know, bit of the chords, and you can make it yourself. But I was lucky. This piece, Grace, there was sheet music, so that was a bit easier. And it's, yeah, soft and flowing, beautiful piece. And then I'll play, what's it called? Maybe by Jiruma, the composer who's mostly known by his The River Flows in You, his famous piece, which I played here last time and often played. So I was like, let's play something else. And it's a bit of a playful piece, but at the same time a little bit melancholic as well. For me, I interpret the title maybe as these doubts that we all sometimes have, and yeah, you hesitate what to do. Maybe this, maybe that, maybe not, maybe yes. go to the jazz, popular music. I'll start with Misty by Errol Garner, and it's sung by Ella Fitzgerald and Sharon Vaughan and Frank Sinatra, and it's a famous jazz ballad, and it's about falling unexpectedly and completely in love, being so in love that everything becomes misty and feeling completely swept off your feet and a little dazed. And she sings, "Look at me, I'm helpless as a kitten up a tree." And then I'll play by Ailey Robinson, the harpist, whom I played some pieces from before in the Celtic part. A song called Blue Monday, and it's a bit of a bluesy song.
She loves
Right there.
biggest fan.
Distracting me.
Don't kill it.
Don't kill it.
No.
Oh. Nature artist. next one is a classic here, I think. It's called Can't Take My Eyes Off You. And for those who were here 2 weeks ago, I think it was, with Alison Morris, she also sang this song. And it's about, yeah, being so in love that it's almost to a point of disbelief. I can't take my eyes off you. It's just too good to be true. And then I continue with Autumn Leaves, which was originally a French song called Les Feuilles Mortes, sung by Edith Piaf. And later it was adapted to English and American jazz and sung by Nat King Cole and Eva Cassidy. And it's yeah, it's about somebody who's gone, and the imagery of falling leaves. And since you went away, the day grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter's song. So the last song for tonight is called Over the Rainbow, and it was written for The Wizard of Oz by Julie Garland, who sung it. And yeah, later it's been sung by Barbara Streisand and Ariana Grande. And it's about dreaming of another place behind the rainbow, a place where everything is beautiful and perfect, and a song full of hope and longing and imagination.
Danielle, that was really amazing. I feel really touched. I don't know how you feel, but that was truly amazing. To me, it feels sometimes like an extraterrestrial angel has just landed here in the Songbird Amphitheater, coming here and then playing her passion to all of us. It was so amazing. So thank you so much. And also, not only the music, it's also the way how you present it and the words that you find. This is also very important, this interactivity with the audience and explaining and giving some background to all these songs. This is what I really, really like. Thank you so much.
So amazing what you've created here, and I'm so grateful as a musician that exists here in Algarve, thanks to you. And thank you all so much for coming and supporting the arts, the music, and this beautiful place. It was such a pleasure to spend the afternoon with you and with beautiful music. And if you like, I have one little song.
again, this was, I think, a really nice finish here. I would also like to thank you all for coming here to this place, to my Casa Bella Vista. Hope you spread the word, and if you want to continue to come here, we are growing this little community of like-minded people who want to share the beauty of nature, the beauty of artwork. Just let your friends know and join the channel, the YouTube channel, and I hope to see you again, maybe in 2 weeks, when we have the very, very first concert on the rooftop of the boathouse. So anybody who wants to dance salsa is very much invited. If you can't make it on the 21st summer solstice, then they will play again on August 30. So just to let you know. So we are a lot of things going on here. Thanks again for coming. Have a good and safe way back home. If you want to stay a little bit longer here, it's all here, and you can also enjoy the boathouse and the sunset. Thanks again for coming. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Just the venue. Because like, actually, you know, I just sold, I was working this morning, and so I went, before to work, I went to buy my food at the market, and he was at the coffee shop at my station. And he was at the coffee shop next to my office. I was like, oh, hello. And he said, so we talked a little bit, and he said, do you come tonight for the concert? And I said, no, we can't.
Nice, but
What? Just a second. It's okay, it's okay. On that tabletop, thank God. That's Oh yeah, I'm probably not gonna stick around because I need to go eat. It's an early start, right? It's
difficult, yeah.